Hey, y'all. What's up? What's up? Hey. Let me make sure. Okay. I was like, let me make sure that I am, that I have all of my stuff. Look, let me check my light here, y'all. Let me get my light together. Hello. Y'all know I'm over here with, okay. I think that's a little better. Hey, sugars. Hey, sugars. Hey. How are you this evening? Y'all, this is a little later than I'm usually on. This is a little later, but I had to do some stuff tonight. But I am glad you all are here today. Listen, before we even get started, look, before while I do my introductions, let me tell you what you need. Go get your pen, go get your paper, go get your pen, go get your paper, get you a sip of wine, or get you a sip of tea, or get you a sip of lemonade. This is going to be good tonight. This is going to be really good tonight. So make sure that you have all of that ready to rock and roll, because we're about to get it. We're about to get it. I said hey sugar, hey, I think that's TL. I said I told y'all, like, listen, we are about to get it. We're about to get it, and we're about to be. Hey, Crystal, we're about to get this business. We're about to get this business stuff going, y'all. That's one of the pillars. So let me go ahead and do some introductions so that we can get ready to rock and roll. Listen, if you think that somebody can use this tonight, if you think that somebody can use this information tonight, go ahead and tag a sugar sister. For those of you who are watching from my open page, can you go ahead and share this out? If you are watching me from YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you share it as well. So thank y'all so much. Listen, this is Tara L. Page. I am the creator and founder of Black Women Who Love Outdoor Living Spaces and the outdoor lifestyle brand, The Patio Chick. I am here tonight to teach you about publicity without a publicist. Now listen, let me tell you something. One of the things that I love to do is I love to be in the media. I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you. I love being in the media. I absolutely think it's amazing. I think it's awesome. I love being able to tell my story. I like to be able to chime in on stories. I like to be able to add my 2 cents. And you know what? Since I'm doing stuff, and since I know something about this, I know something about that, then why not, right? What is going on with this little piece? It's a little curl. Y'all see this little curl just kind of sticking out? Since then, so look, just go ahead and get it done. But y'all, before I get into the master class tonight, one of the things that my brand, my foundation, and this group stands on is 6 pillars. And that is design and decor, it's entertainment, it's community, it's business. I'm sorry, it's health, it's wealth, and it's business. So tonight we're going to tap into business. We're going to tap into this business pillar. And you'll see more master classes. And this gives me an option to actually just, y'all, as much as I love outside, I'm telling you, business is my air. I love teaching and sharing information about business. I like seeing when folks can just make it happen, when I can share my knowledge, and then you can go out and you can take the actionable steps that I give, and you can go out and make things happen for you in your business or in your industry or in your job or whatever. So you can use this whether you're an entrepreneur. You can use this if you are if you're in a corporate position, or if you, I mean, whatever you're doing, you can use this information. If you want to get yourself in a position where you're in the media, or you're in a space where you are sharing your expertise, then absolutely this is for you. And if you think someone can use this knowledge, make sure you tag a sugar sister. Again, if you're on my open page, I want you to share this out. If you're on my YouTube page, I want you to share this out. And I also want you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Those of you who are in the group, Hey, Sugars. Listen, I want you to go ahead and tag a sugar sister, and I want everybody to make sure you give me some thumbs up. Make sure you give me some hearts because that helps all of the algorithms. Okay, that helps all of the algorithms. So let me go ahead and get my cheat sheet. Let me go ahead and get my cheat sheet so I can share with you what we're going to be talking about in in this um in this master class. Again, y'all, I love being in media, and I know every time somebody is like in media, you're like, man, how did they get that gig? How did they do that? And folks are like, well, I just did this, I just did that. Sometimes you go outside. So listen, there are ways that you can get into media. There are ways that you can get into media, and you don't have to have a publicist. So I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share with you one of the ways that I've done media without a publicist. Now, listen, I'm not saying that I've not had a publicist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I've had several publicists, but there are also things that I did before I became publicist ready. And when I say publicist ready, that means money, right? Because publicists cost money. But sometimes, and when you're in the beginning of your in beginning of stages, or you want to, make sure you share your expertise in any type of publication, you're like, okay, so how do I get my information out there? How do I get my information out there? So this is how we do that. And let me make sure I pull this website up correctly. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. So this is and let me go through. Okay, here we go. And let me just make sure this one I'm giving y'all the right website. Somebody jumping on the okay, hold on 1 sec. Okay, they moved it around. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait, because I don't want to give you nothing wrong. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, there it is. All right. I just wanted to make sure that website was correct. I didn't want to mess up. Okay, got my pen ready. Present for class. Let's go. Let's go. So here we go. So listen, one of the things that I use that I used before I started getting publicist and all this good stuff, y'all. I was in I was in Brides Magazine. I was in Brides Magazine because I was sharing some information about how to keep your life spicy after marriage. I was in a parenting journal. I was in two parenting journals, just talking about my babies, and then my babies were in a couple of parenting journals. I was in a fashion and beauty online magazine. I did some stuff for the Today Show online. And the good thing about what I'm about to tell you is, it's all about connection and first of all, just getting in where you fit in, right? Getting in where you fit in. Second of all, once you do get in and you start connecting with folks, then you can build up relationships. So now people just call you because they know your expertise. And then, people in different industries, they talk to one another. They talk to one another. So you want to be able to just jump in and get in where you fit in. So let me tell you what I do. Let me tell you exactly what I did. Let me tell you what I did. And I do it every now and then, but I don't do it as much because I have a team that does a lot of this stuff, but I still listen. I still keep it handy. I still keep it, at the forefront of everything that I do because guess what? It's publicity and something may come across the desk that I can just pop into, right? I was in a real estate magazine. We did another one, where I can't remember what that magazine was, but that particular magazine actually wanted me to go out and do a full review on this new like kid cab service. So they wanted me to, they paid for my kids to go to the cab service. They paid for me to do something while I was doing, like, it was a whole lot. It was a whole lot, but it was really cool, right? And I mean, it was fun. It was fun, and they paid me to do it. And I was like, okay, let's do it. So what I use is called Help a Reporter Out. And let me get that in here. And I'm not just going to tell you the name of it. I want you to go and let me go ahead and get the, okay, that's it. All right. And let me go ahead and put that here. So that is the website. That is the website. So go ahead and jot that down. Go ahead and jot that down. So Help a Reporter, and you want to go ahead and you want to get in. And everybody that I've taught to do this, every single person that I've ever taught to do this has shown up in some major magazine, has shown up in some national publication. I stumbled across this. One of the publicists that I had, she ended up being a little bit more than a publicist. So I needed to jump in and get some things done. But she taught me about this. I had no idea what this was. I did not know. But she taught me about Help a Reporter Out. So Help a Reporter. And I just started answering questions. So this is what I want you to do. So this is the good stuff, right? This is the good part. So this is the website. Absolutely, you can go and sign up. But Tara, how did you get people to just now start to just messaging you and all this stuff? You know what? I showed up. I showed up for one, and I was consistent with what I needed to do. So let me go ahead and tell you some of the major points that you need to do. And let me tell you how you jump in and get in all the time, how they come and pick you every time. So what happens is with Help a Reporter, once you sign up, you get 3 times per day. So for 5 days a week, okay, 5 days a week, 3 times a day, they're going to send an email to you. 5 days a week, 3 times a day, they're going to send an email to you, right? When they send that email, they have all of these. Let me see if I can find one. Let me find one. And see, and I changed my I took a lot of the information off of my phone, and now I just have it in another on my other phone. And I want to tell you exactly what that looks like. Nope, I don't have it in here either. I don't have it in here either, but listen. So what it looks like is it's called queries. And it may say, and it may not tell you who the publication is, right? So when you go in here and you sign up, and when you sign up, it'll ask you if I'm a journalist or I'm a source. You're not a journalist, you're a source. You are a source. You want to be sourced. Okay. So you just go in and you click on I'm a source, and it'll say rules for sources and all this good stuff. And it says sources will receive 3 emails a day, Monday through Friday at 5:35, 12:35 p.m., and 5:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So you'll get it 3 times a day. That's what's here, and that's what's been happening. So you'll see that immediately. And and what you want to do, and let me give you some rules and some etiquette behind it, because you are tapping into people who can get you in these major places. So you don't want to tick them off and start, sending, like, you don't get their emails. It's queries through the Help a Reporter website. So when you respond back, you respond to like 62734 at query.com or something like that. I mean, I'm just making it up, but it's not their information or anything like that. But what you want to do is when you do send the information, you don't want to finally get information for a reporter or journalist and then respond to them with your own agenda, telling them like, oh, but I got a good story and I need you to write. No, 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 no. So this is how you get in. This is how you build relationships. This is how you connect. And this is how you make people want to come back to you for your expertise. First things first, sign up. Go sign up. Okay? Go sign up. Second of all, make sure you tap in 3 times per day. You have 3 times per day, 5 days a week. So that is 15 opportunities for you to be in somebody's national publication. Tap in. Tap in. This is free. This is an opportunity, and you can tap in. So you have 15 times you have 15 times in a week, right? And let me tell you something. When these queries come out, it's not like 1 or 2 things. It's not like 3 or 4. Sometimes there are 100 queries, and it's separated into different categories. So it may be leisure, it may be pets, it may be travel and tourism, it may be medical, it may be business. So it breaks down in different categories. So for all these categories, there's like all these queries. Can you imagine? I mean, think of all the magazines, think of all the international and national publications that are out there. They are all out there, and this is where people come. So when you look at a magazine and they may have a story about I don't know, ice cream, the place about ice cream, and this was an ice cream spot, and then they get these random folks. Well, Charlotte from, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, says that she loves it. Well, the magazine is not traveling all around the place doing that. No, this is how they get random Charlotte out of Harrisburg, Mississippi. Help a reporter. Help a reporter. And you know what? You can be random, Demetra. You can be random, Maddie. But you're giving your expertise. You're sharing your expertise with this reporter, who a lot of times you don't know who they are until they respond back to you, right? So you don't know who you're writing into. You don't know which magazine you're writing into. So listen, let's jump back into the deals and wheels, okay? So listen, sign up. You want to tap in 3 times a day. You want to tap in 3 times a day. When you do tap in, it's going to give you a query. It's going to tell you exactly what you need to write. Listen. Keep it short and sweet. Keep it short and sweet. So if they ask you for your expertise and they say, listen, I need to know, I'm talking to all 2nd grade teachers. If there's a 2nd grade teacher in here, I want you to answer the following questions. Do you like Crayola, or do you like the other brand of crayons? Which one does the best and why? Do not go in there and start talking about, oh, my classroom is amazing and we use Crayola because man, and then some child mama came in and we did this and we did that. Don't take them around the mulberry bush. They said, do you prefer Crayola over another brand? Answer the question. Just answer the question. I prefer Crayola over any other brand. And tell them why. But don't go around the mulberry bush. Keep it short and sweet. You have to think of, I know this is a bad example, but like, I'm not gonna even say that. But just think of, these long drawn out directions. When you get something, you got to put it together, and they give you these long drawn out directions, and you like, but you could have given me this in 5 steps. Like, why did you give me this in 29,346 steps? Like, this is 5 steps. Put this here, this here, this here, and this here. Keep it short and sweet. Keep it short and sweet. 5 sentences. An introductory, some meat in there, and a closing sentence. That's fine. Keep it short and sweet. Answer the question and get out of there. Show them your expertise. So learn how to condense your expertise in short sentences. Okay. Once you once you do that and you get, you short and sweet, and now listen, I'm not getting into them fights with you talking about my husband drag out everything. My husband drag out everything. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So listen, after you keep it, and listen, before I get into this next point, if you all have questions that you're thinking about, go ahead and write them down. So when I do the Q&A, you can jump in and you can ask those questions. Okay. And then make sure you're giving the thumbs up. Make sure you're giving the hearts because that helps the algorithm. So I need you to go ahead and give that to me. So, okay. So let's jump back in. So we're going to sign up. We're going to tap in 3 times per day. We're going to tap in every single time. And then we're going to keep it short and sweet. And let me tell you something. One of the things that I did, let me go back to 2 when you tap in 3 times a day. They send something at what I say 5:35, 12:35, and 5:35. I think was on the very good, very good. What was it? Um, what time? What time? Okay, 5:35, 12:35, and 5:35. Right. Very good, Krishna. Right. So you tap in then. Don't wait. If they send something at 5:35, don't wait till 10 o'clock to send something return. The early bird gets the worm. The early bird gets the worm. Now this is tried and true. This is tried and true. The early bird gets the worm. Period. The end, point blank. So be on it, be consistent, and push it out and keep it short and sweet. Keep it short and sweet. When they respond to you, and I'm sorry, when you keep it short and sweet, also make sure that you have like a tagline that has like your name, because they're gonna always ask this, like your name, your website, your titles, your name and your titles, your website, and then let me see what is maybe your business name or something like that. So just short and sweet, just to tell them so they know where to find you. So they know where to find you. Right. And so then when they respond, they'll usually respond and say, hey, hey, sugar, we're going to use your article. Um, we're going to use your information. Thank you so much. We'll send you a copy we'll send you the link when it's ready. Let me tell you something. In that short and sweet, say what you're going to say and understand you don't get a chance to go back and all this stuff. You don't get a chance to go back and tweak it and all this. At this point, you are hanging out. You are doing your own publicity stunts. Okay. So if you say the wrong thing and they grab it and something is in there, you check it. They do check it, but you want to make sure that your point makes sense. That your point is the right point. That you don't want to be pro when you really meant to be con, or you don't want to be con and you really meant to be pro, but you turned it in too early or something like that. You want to make sure that it rocks with your business or your brand or your expertise, right? So when they respond to you, get ready because they'll say, "Okay, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this information. We love it. We're going to use this." And some of them may ask, "Hey, is there anything that you want to change, or is there anything that you want to add?" They may even go in and say, "Hey, can you add another statement about this, or can you add another statement about this or that or whatever?" And you can go in, but again, still keep it short and sweet because the whole article is not about you. They are quoting you or because you're the source. You're the source. So you're giving them expertise. You're giving them expert responses, expert information because you are the expert in this field. You are the expert in this field. So you can get in and you want to be, because they're going to source you. You are the source. So somebody writing a paper can go in here and say, sourced by Krishna Black. You know, Today Show magazine spoken. Got this information from Krishna Black. You know what I mean? So you don't, somebody else who's writing or whatever, they can, all this can happen, right? All this can happen. And when you respond, after they respond to you and tell you where it's going to be, and they'll send it to you or whatever, it's a couple of things just on GP. And I talked about this, and I was like, listen, it doesn't cost anything to share. It doesn't cost anything. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't cost anything to share a post or love a post or like a post or like give some thumbs up and give some hearts, like right here. Like, it doesn't cost anything to do these things, right? Because that's digital currency. That's digital currency. So then they're going to send over the link. They're going to send the link to you, right? Being nice, being kind goes a long way. So you want to do everything you can. For one, you want to make sure that you share the link. You want to make sure you share the link. And I know we want to be in lights. So we're going to share the link because, girl, I was in this newsletter. Oh my gosh, I was in this magazine. Did you see that I was in this magazine? Honey, they sourced me, baby. Did you see me in this magazine? So you definitely want to share the link. You want to share the link and you want to tell everybody you know to share the link, right? But bigger than that, being kind is everything. You want to say thank you. You want to respond back and say thank you so much for choosing. You don't have to go into a long, drawn out story. Don't tell them your whole life story. Don't start trying to pitch something else. Don't don't do that. Your pitch is in that brief, keep it short and sweet. That's your pitch. That's because right at that moment you are sharing your expertise. And they'll probably come back. Like, I got to the point where I was doing this so much where there were certain journalists that would just call me up and be like, hey Tara, I'm writing about this. Hey, you think you can jump in? CBS 8 online called me back and it was like, hey Tara, I'm doing this. Hey, can you round up some teachers and get them to do this interview for me? Yeah. So they'll put you in position that now they'll just start calling you the journalists themselves, but they've got to trust you first. They don't want you pitching them all out of turn. If they are asking you about swimming shorts or swimming suits, don't start pitching them about the cakes you baking, and you trying to, get your baking business off the ground, and or the new water that you now have a water business and you're bottling water now and you want to tell them about it. I know you talked about swimsuits, but let me tell you about the water that I'm bottling. They don't want to hear that. They're going to cut you off and you don't want to do that. You don't want to be in that position. This is an opportunity for you to get your foot in the door. And once you get your foot in the door, you know who's going to do the rest. Did y'all hear me what I said? When you get your foot in the door, you know who's going to do the rest. All right. So you get in there and you say thank you. That's it. Listen, this is easy as pie. It's simple as pie. You get 15 times per week. And listen, more than that most of the time, because they are more like whatever your industry is, it's going to give you several inquiries of queries, how to go and, I need somebody to talk about an Airbnb. Have you ever bought dog food from Sam's? Have you ever talked to have you ever, do you use Vaseline or do you use off-brand Vaseline? It could be anything. It could be anything under that. If it's beauty, and do you use Vaseline on your face? Okay, where are all the beauty professionals? Education. Do you use Crayola or off-brand? You know what I mean? So there's a question for clarity. Let me push this up. Real quick. For clarity, should you only respond to questions that are in your area of thing? They're gonna say, hey, have you ever experienced this? They'll ask you. They will be clear as day, because they may ask you, well, hey, have you ever ridden a trolley in New Orleans? What was your experience? Hey, this is an opportunity for me to be in an international magazine, so that when people Google my name, this magazine comes up, and I can say, hey, I was in the Today Show online magazine, or I was in Brides magazine, or I was in whatever. I was in, all parenting. I was in all parenting. But This is an opportunity for you to get in. So if you've experienced it and you can honestly say that you've experienced it, then absolutely, by all means, write your experience. If you're an expert in your area and they ask about your expertise, then by all means, ask. I mean, by all means, answer that question. You want to make sure. So that was an excellent question. Thank you so much for posting that, because people think, well, I'm an expert in education, but I also know about making organic baby food at home. And they might be asking about that. But I know this because you know this, because you did it, because you made baby food for your babies. So you know how to strain it and make it and all this stuff, you know. And for stuff like that, they may ask you, like, what are the steps you did for this? And you write down the steps, but don't go long, drawn out, because none of them are going to read an essay. None of them are going to read an essay. They're not. So that's why it's really, really important for you to keep it short and sweet. Y'all, this is simple. This is easy. This is an opportunity. I was very clear when I said, we are going to change the trajectory of our lives, our families' lives, our communities, and our bank accounts. These are some of the things that I told you I was going to share it. I told you that we were going to stand on these pillars. I said that I'm going to give you everything that I have, that I'm going to open up my Rolodex, that I'm going to share my people with you, and I'm going to share my knowledge with you. I'm going to do that. I said that. So this masterclass, literally, you have absolutely exactly what I teach to other business students, so that they can go and get publicity without a publicist. You can do that. You can do this, and this is what I want you to do. So if you jump in and you get publicity from doing this, from tapping in, let me know. Just let me know, because this works. If you wrote this down, and it's simple, it is really, really simple. The biggest thing is you're gonna get the emails 3 times a day. You gotta read through them. You've got to take time to do it. If you want to be there, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to get there. This is an opportunity to share your expertise with the world, your expertise and or your experience. This is your opportunity. So you can do that. Is it good to explore opportunities outside of your race, or do you stay neutral? No, I mean, listen, I was in Brides Magazine. I was in All Parenting. I was in, so yeah, you go where your expertise is needed. You go where your expertise is needed. So wherever it is, go. I mean, because if you're doing makeup, like my group is Black women who love outdoor living spaces. It's strictly Black women, right? But my brand and my foundation, my brand is the Patio Chick, and that's it. Anybody can follow me on social media. Anybody can tap in. I mean, there's several people who are in like design and all this good stuff that I partner with, that I connect with, and they don't look like me, but they love what I've done. They have an affinity for Black women, and they love what I've put together. So they may ask me questions. A lot of the journalists that have interviewed me don't look like me, but they like what has happened around what I've created and what I've built. So anytime, so it's I mean, information is information. And so you just never know, how that may play out. But anytime you're an expert in the information that you know. So share your knowledge. Share your knowledge. That's a great question. Really, really, really good. Who is that saying? I sure will let you know. Y'all, if y'all have any other questions, go ahead and drop them in. We got about 22 minutes before I jump off. Unless I get off sooner. But if you have any questions, this is the time. So go ahead and drop those questions in the comment section so that we can go ahead and get them answered. And let me tell you something. All questions are good questions. So don't feel like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna ask this question. Everybody gonna be looking at. No, all questions are good questions. I used to tell my students this all the time. Like, all questions are good questions. You know what I mean? You don't ever have to be afraid of asking a question. Do you have to have a website? I missed some of the beginning. No, you don't have to have a website. When they get Charlotte from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, who just went to TCBY to, I mean, that's not even a place anymore, but they went there to try yogurt for the first time, and they wanted to just know how it felt. Did it taste good? Was it? They didn't have to have a website. They just needed to cite them. Now, if you're an expert in something and you want to share a website, then absolutely. If you have a Facebook page that is your business page, then you can also share that. If you have a professional like Instagram or a professional Pinterest or a professional, well, Tumblr is not even a thing anymore, I don't think. But anyway, just a professional social media site, you can share that as well. So you do not have to have a website. You don't have to have a website. Just get in there and share your expertise and just do it, y'all. Just jump in and do it because you're so very welcome. Because you never know, and you've got to do it. Don't feel like, oh my goodness, I've got to answer all of these. Oh my goodness, I've got to do all of this. Oh my goodness, I'm overwhelmed. Get in where you fit in. Do the ones you can. If you can't do it 3 times a day, I'm just saying, if you want to go hard in the paint, go for it. 3 times a day, section off 30 minutes, even if you pull the questions, and I'm like, listen, when you pull it, open it up, look at it, answer it. Pull it, open it up, look at them, answer your queries. Open it, pull it up, and look at your queries and answer them. And that's, but that's how I did. Now it was truly something that I was looking forward to, like at 5:35 in the morning, which it was like, was it Eastern? It's like, early, super early. Smash, y'all. It was super early, but I would wake up and be like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. This is amazing. So I'm just going through, looking. I'm writing down the name of the queries, and I'm trying to, I'm like, okay, these are the ones I'm going to answer. How am I going to answer it? I cut and paste them into like a Word doc. Now, you don't have to do all of this, but this is just what I do. Cut and paste them into a Word doc. I go in there and answer them. Then I copy and paste like the question. I usually take the question and then the answer and copy the entire thing. And then I paste it inside the response. So so I can answer, I have what they wanted and then I answer what they wanted. So they know that when they start reading it, that it's what they asked for. And then when they, then I have that. And I always say, oh, wait a minute. It was a couple of things I left off. Let me answer this question and then I'm going to give you a couple of things. So can I, y'all, I got to write down because I'll forget. Question. Here we go. Miss Dice, thank you. Can I share my authentic island cooking skills? Absolutely, if that's a question. If they're asking for your island's cooking skills, like what do you use and what's the difference in eating it there and eating it here, then that's your experience. That's what you have done. That's what you grew up with. And you can say, I grew up as an island girl. We cooked it this way, right? Because that's your experience. That's what I've only tried it. I've only tasted food from Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica and, and all these places. So absolutely. If someone asked earlier, if it's, do you dibble and dabble? If they ask about experience, or do you just stick with what you know as an expert? And you dibble and dabble all the way through. You connect all the way through. So if it's your experience, jump in. If it's your experience, jump in. If you're an expert in it, absolutely. So great question, Ms. Dice. Thank you so much. Setting my alarm with the times now so I can make sure I'm available 10 minutes prior to starting. Absolutely. Because y'all, it's an opportunity. This is one of the things that I teach in my Small Steps to Big Dreams. I have a full master class. Like it's more than a master class. It's like it's a course. So it's called Small Steps to Big Dreams. And I literally go from setting up everything to, social media and building a social media presence, to getting out and being in um, being in, international, national publications like that. I literally go from the very beginning to, getting out there. And so that is my small steps of big dreams. That's, I have a book for it, did classes for it. And I'm gonna bring it back out one of these good old days. I'll bring it back out one of these good old days. But that's why I love teaching that. I love, like, y'all, it was everything that I've ever taught when I was teaching teachers how to, like, leave the business. I was like, you can leave education, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, you can do this. And they would tell me, and I literally would just be, man, I would just be like enthralled in just the business of it all. So I love it. And then when I brought the pillars in here, it just really opened the opportunity for me to really share my expertise in everything I do. In everything I do. Now I gotta work on the health part, y'all, because hey, I'm working. But but it's something that we can all work together on. But one of the things that I absolutely love is bringing those pillars to life, bringing those pillars to life. And like I said, yeah, we're on the patio, and I'm the patio chick, and we got the group Black women who love outdoor living spaces, and we're here, and we do all these things outside, and it's outdoor, and I have a design firm coming up. I'm looking at my samples of my pillows right now, and I'm I got all of that going on outside, but I also am a businesswoman. I also want to build wealth. I also love the community we created. I like entertaining. We love design and deco. You know what I mean? Like, we got all of this going on, and this is an opportunity that we can take and we can teach. That we can take and teach, and we can really, really change the trajectory of life. And I thought, you know what? When it comes, especially to the foundation, when it comes to the foundation, these are the types of things that we'll be doing. Is literally jumping in and teaching like master classes, but not just here. We'll be able to mobilize the neighborhoods and communities and change, the trajectory of everything. Like, we can change and we can do things like this. We can go in and we can teach people how to do things like this to truly make strides in what it is they're trying to do when they're looking to change, the wealth factor, when they just need the resources when they've not had it. So these are the type of things that we're looking to do in the foundation. So we're still on the track. We're still on track to 1 million. So if you have not donated, then definitely jump in. Just ask. All you need to do is write the word donate, put the word donate in the comments, and somebody will get you that link. So let me go back and jump up here to some questions. I got you, Miss Tara. I'm sorry. What do you see as obstacles starting your own business? And how do you And I'm laughing because they don't have nothing to do with Heyyy. But I love the question though. So let me say this. Let me say this, and let me share openly that obstacles are going to be everywhere. Obstacles don't ever go anywhere. Obstacles are there when you start. Obstacles are there in the middle, and obstacles are there. Obstacles never go. All right. So let's change the mindset. Let's change the mindset and let's not look for obstacles. Let's not look for it, because it's gonna happen. We already know. There is nothing, there is nothing that any successful person can say to you other than, baby, I have fallen down 10 times. I have tried, I have crawled, I mean, literally. I can't wait to say it because I'm ready to pick your brain. Listen, look, Patio Chick Club is going to be amazing. Listen, we got a whole meeting on that tomorrow, but this is, this is, you can't get away from the word obstacle. So just throw it out, your head. Don't look for it. Don't look for it. And how do you overcome them? You just do it. You just do it. Because if you understand already that it's coming, then okay, it's coming. Let me go ahead and do it. Let me go ahead and do it. When you get a shot at the doctor's office, your tooth hurting. I need to get a shot. Man, something gotta give. Your tooth hurting. The best the best thing that the shot can do is gonna take the pain away, right? When you're in business, your success is gonna take all the pain away. Your success is gonna be everything. So you are shooting for your success. When they shoot you in the arm, that hurt. Ow, that hurt. But I know I had to get that prick. I know I had to get that prick in order to get to the tooth not hurting anymore. So I know I got to go through a little pain in order to get to the end of this journey. I got to get to the sex. I got to get to the success of this journey, right? So don't mention tooth. I got mine pulled yesterday. Uh oh. So so listen, it's gonna happen. Things are gonna happen. But don't go in looking for an obstacle. It's gonna be obstacles. That's not. I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all know I keep it 100. Y'all know I keep it, 1,000. However you want to say it, whatever. That's gonna happen. Change your mindset. What you got? What else you got for me? I want to start my business, and I want to get to my pinnacle of success. So whatever you throwing at me, because the Bible say, now I don't know what y'all believe, but y'all know I believe in the Bible. But the Bible says that a weapon shall form, but it's not gonna prosper. So hey, you could throw whatever you want, and you could create all the obstacles you want, but it's not going to stop me from getting to my pinnacle of success if I just run on and see what the end gonna be. Y'all gonna make me preach tonight. Y'all gonna make me preach tonight. So it ain't. We don't have to worry about. We don't have to worry about obstacles because that's gonna happen. We just got things we gonna deal with. That's period. The end point blank. I can sit here and tell you about a whole bunch of obstacles, but I'm gonna keep running on and see what the end gonna be. I'm gonna run on and see what the end gonna be. And Miss Locke, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to do the same thing. I want you to continue to run on and see what the end gonna be. And don't worry about an obstacle. I would say what I really want to say, but I ain't gonna say it. So, forget them obstacles. Them obstacles ain't got nothing on you. Them obstacles don't have nothing on the gift that you were given to give to the world. So don't worry about an obstacle. You just run on and see what the end gonna be. That's what you do. Run on and see what the end gonna be. All right. Let me see. I got another one. Hold on. Y'all say bring it back. Bring my small steps and big dreams back. I got a donation in here. We'll get that link to you, Sugar. I can't wait. It's Patio Chick Club. I can't wait either because we're going to get it in there. Yes, my sis Kimberly Miller and I our heads are spinning, but we understand it's coming and it's part of the process for the next level. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So, and if you have any other questions, y'all, we still got some time. We still have got some time, so go ahead and jump in. I believe the Bible too. I'm so excited about. Hold on. I'm so excited about starting a business. I got the credits for it. Just needed direction. I'm so grateful for the group. Absolutely, absolutely. And this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing at TPC Con. We're gonna talk about everything about being outside, y'all. But it's more to life than just being outside and having a patio. When we talk about it, like I want us to have our patios, free and clear. Like I want us to be able to pay them off. I want us to be able to sit around our patios and they be paid off. If you got a condo, if you live in an apartment and that's your choice, hey, that's what it is. If you want a house and that's what you want, then we need to figure out how to buy it. We need to figure out how to change the communities. We need to figure out how to do that. We gotta do that. That's why I put things in place, and that's why I put these 6 pillars here. I put these 6 pillars here so we can talk about it all. We have patio chit chat so we can talk about it all, and I can bring experts in. I know a lot about a lot, but I don't know everything about everything. So I have to bring some experts in. I have to bring some experts in so they can get some information. Come on, get your running shoes on. Tell the devil how big God is. Yeah, he big, boy. He big. Man, listen. He big. I thought I was only learning about patios, but I have learned so much more. Absolutely. And that's what we're here for. Like, listen, during this whole process of creating this community, we've been able to, and not just in the group. I have to say that even in the patio chick brand, the patio chick brand, people watch what we're doing. So when they see from there, because you have everybody, like in my open pages, and everybody's over there, right? And then they're looking at what we're doing here in the group. They're watching, and they see that. And look at what you did. Look at what you're doing. And my response to them is, no, look at what they're doing, and look at what we do, because we are building a community. So now it's time to not only have we built it, not only have we built an amazing community, but we've healed hearts and minds. Now it's time to heal lives and pocketbooks. Did y'all hear what I said? Heal lives and pocketbooks. Okay, it's time to make some change, some other impact. It's time to do some other things. So, being able to stand on those 6 pillars and being able to bring in not only me to share information and have master classes like this where I can pour into you and I can give you something that you can go and do. Like, there were people on this live tonight. That said, I've already signed up. There are people who are going to get a message tomorrow and somebody's going to say, I got an interview. I'm going to be in XYZ. I call them interview. I'm going to be in XYZ magazine. But all you needed was the resource. All you needed was the information. That's all you needed. I don't have any stingy energy. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to be stingy with my energy. I don't know how to be stingy with my knowledge. I'm very transparent. I'm very authentic. I'm the same person. I'm the same person you see live. And if you see any of these folks that have seen me in person, they're gonna tell you that's the same chick. She's the same chick. She is the same chick. So I just feel like I've got a lot to give, and there are a lot of people who want to just give, but I want to bring people to you that have been vetted. I want to bring people to you who have been vetted that I can jump in and I can give you folks that's going to share with you information that you can take and you can move. Folks on this masterclass tonight said, I have signed up. That means that's an actionable step. That means that you can take action. That means that you can listen to what I'm saying and you can take action. This is the same thing that's going to happen at TPCCon. So if you haven't gotten your ticket, you need to jump in and you need to get your ticket. You need to support knowledge already. It's absolutely great. If you haven't gotten your ticket, you need to grab your ticket to TPCCon. If you want to change up the game, if you want to change up the game and you want to be in a space that's vetted, if you want to be in a space that you know somebody's going to bring you some value, if you want to be in a space that you know, because y'all know I'm not bringing no junk to the table. I'm not bringing no mess to the table. So if you want to be somewhere where you can get this information like yesterday and today and tomorrow and the next day, Kathy Brown, how can I get the Patio Chief Conference August 5th through 7th, please send. If it's virtual, it is not virtual, it is in person. We do not have a virtual option as of yet. We are still discussing, and it may happen, but we don't know. We don't know yet. But we do have a meeting tomorrow. I'll be meeting all day tomorrow. And we'll be discussing that and seeing if we're going to provide a virtual option, and we're going to go ahead and put it out there. But these are the things these are the master classes that make up TPCCon. I'm telling you about helping reporter out, but I've got some more stuff and tricks and all that stuff up my sleeve, decor to get into business, because that's what I taught, building a sustainable and bankable business. If it can't sustain you and it's not banking for you, then it ain't worthy to you. So that's what I taught. I taught you how to get in, make it happen, sustain, and make the money. That's what I did. That's what I did for years. And I've fallen, I've gotten back up, I've fallen again, I've gotten back up, and I've fallen again and fallen again and fallen again, and I've gotten back up. And I keep getting up. I'm not going to stop. I thank you for sharing, because of your heart to share our knowledge. We truly believe that our gift is us. We release the information for them. I believe that only the ones that do it first are the ones that hurt the most, because they are the pioneers who should be sharing how we did it and obstacles that we faced. So maybe the next group won't face the same. This is my life. So thank you. Oh, Pepe. I understand. And I've shared I'm just a share. I'm a giver. I'm a giver. Um, and I don't know how to be anybody different, right? And there are people who have taken advantage of that, and that it is what it is. There are people who have taken advantage of that, taken advantage of my knowledge. But guess what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's still not a weapon form that can hurt. And I say that all the time. I can give you play by play. I can give you everything that I do. I can tell each one of you exactly what I did. But it's just one thing you can't be, and that's me. You can't do it. So I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not scared anymore. It is what it is. I'm going to share what I want to share, and I'm gonna stand strong and firm on those 6 pillars. And I'm going to make sure that we know that the information is out. Like the information is in there, right? And so, patio chit chats I share out, and the difference between being in the club and being out here. So, like, and I shared some. I feel like I shared some great actionable steps. Like, I feel like you can go and you can do some things. And I shared six steps and 6 things that you can do to make sure you get tapped in. If you're a founding member and you're in the patio chit club, I'm gonna go just a little deeper. I'm gonna go just a little deeper with that. So here, in the group and on my pages and stuff like that, we're gonna talk about a whole lot. Once you get in the club, oh, we diving deep. We're diving deep. So, and I say that to say, just because you're not in the club doesn't mean that you're not gonna get anything, right? That means that you're gonna get something. You're gonna get actionable steps. You're gonna be able to move and shake because my goal is to move everybody. Everybody's gonna get something to take away. You're gonna get some type of action to take if you want it. I'm gonna give it to you. For those of you who are in the club, we're gonna go just a little deep. We're gonna go just a little deep. We're gonna go just a little deep. So anyway, y'all, that's my time. That's my time. I just get in here. I'm going to rewatch. I don't want to miss a thing. Oh, I love you, Ann. Listen, if you enjoyed that, if you enjoyed this masterclass tonight, you go ahead and give me a heart in the comments. Can I see some hearts rolling? Can you give me a heart in the comments? If and you can roll hearts. You can heart comment, like heart send, heart send. Uh, just put it in there. You are so welcome, Sugar. You are so welcome. Thank you for being here. I see you. I see you, Sandra. But if this was good to you, go ahead and put a heart in the comments. I just want to know if this was a good masterclass for you. If you feel like you've gotten something from this, if you feel like you can take this information and move right now, if you feel like that, go ahead and drop some hearts in the comments. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate that. Don't forget to drop those thumbs up and those hearts too. But thank you so much. So I appreciate that. I'm glad you all enjoyed this. I'm glad because this is the first time for me doing a master class in here myself. So there are more to come. Thank you so much, y'all. It was very knowledgeable. Thanks for gems dropped on us tonight. Very good, y'all. Because this is my era. I've been struggling for a minute. Trying to figure out how to get the information out, how to be able to share the information when I'm doing patio stuff. Like how do I just quiet? I don't know. But being able to stand on those 6 pillars allows me to bring in patio chit chats, and we can talk about anything under the sun when it comes to those 6 pillars. So, and while we're sitting on the patio, these are the conversations that we can have. We can continue to have these conversations about design and decor and entertainment and community and health and wealth and business. Like, we're going to stand firm on those 6 pillars, and we're going to change our lives, standing on them and bringing in people that's going to make things change. So listen, if you have not gotten your TPC Con ticket, oh, thank you so much. I don't know who that is. It says, Tara, you're a natural to keep up the great work. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here. But if you have not gotten your ticket to TPC Con, if you want to get your ticket for TPC Con, go ahead and drop the word TPCCon in the comments. Go ahead and drop your TPCCon, drop the word TPCCon in the comments. If you have not gotten your ticket, go get your ticket. Go and get your ticket. These are the types of things that you will see at TPCCon. Master classes, amazing people who are going to give you the knowledge that you need to move forward. Not keeping it all to themselves and telling you, oh, you need to buy this and you need to buy that. Now, there are things absolutely you need to go. If you want to go a little deeper, you're going to have to pay to play. I'm not going to lie and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you. But definitely these people are going to give you actionable steps so that you can make your money, to make the money you need to now invest in yourself so you can keep going up that ladder. It's a process. And you can't do everything right now. You can't do everything right now. And I know that, and any real coaches know that too. You can't do it all right now. So they should be dropping gems on you so that you can start working on making you some money so that now you can invest in yourself and you can pay the dollars that you need to get up close and personal with somebody to sit next to you and say, do this, do that, do this, do that. And you can see the thousands hitting your bank account, whether you sleep, awake, eating cake with your family, celebrating a birthday party, celebrating a birth or whatever. But you got to start somewhere and you got to start small. Don't compare yourself to nobody. Don't worry about nobody. You have the only gift that belongs to you. It is yours. You were given that gift and somebody is waiting on it. Somebody is waiting on it. There was another one. We're claiming it now. Here, I think we're speaking at one of our next speakers. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am always up for a speaking event, honey. You know I am up for it. I love, love, love speaking. I love teaching. But bigger than anything, I love business, y'all. Man, it is my air. So I thank y'all, man. Y'all, let me tell you something. I might be up for another 3-4 hours, right? Because I absolutely love, love, love business. It is my air. And being able to teach right here in my community is everything. So I love it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for dropping the hearts to let me know that you enjoyed the class. More to come. More to come. Tomorrow night, we have another Patio Chit Chats with Montrese Jennings, who will be here. Right. That will be here tomorrow. She set up the 501c3 foundation for the Patio Chick Conference. I'm sorry, the Patio Chick Foundation. She set that up, and she writes grants, and she gets money in her sleep. She knows how to write a grant sleep. Like literally, this chick is the baddest chick I know when it comes to grants. So, not to mention that she is also my sorority sister, and we are also Graham fam together. So she went to Grambling. She's my sorority sister, and we also grew up in the youth choir together at church. So she's we look when she did the work for me, and it feels so good to go back and you can go and you can tap into people who are now doing something that you need or whatever. And you can tap into them. It just feels really good that you can do that. But we both kind of got teary eyed because she was like, "Man, in my old age, I'm getting a little teary eyed because it just." It just feels good to know that I grew up with you, that we went to college, we went to church every Sunday, we went to high school together, we went to college together, and now we're adults doing our thing, and we were able to come back together to collaborate, to get a project done. She'll be working on some grants for the foundation. So super excited about that, but she'll be here tomorrow to give you some more tips and tricks and hacks on building a foundation, on putting together, grants and stuff like that. So we're gonna dive in. No stingy energy here, and y'all gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's 10 o'clock for me. Hubby's birthday today. Well, happy birthday, hubby. Dale Gold ahead, hubby. Thank you so much for joining us on the replay, Dale. And if you are joining us on the replay, make sure you get a thumbs up, get a heart. If you want to donate, make sure you write the word donate. We're gonna get you the link. If you want to be a sponsor, if you have a business, if you want to sponsor, and you want to be a sponsor for TPCCon, then go ahead and write the word sponsor because we can get you a sponsor package. We'd love to announce you and let you know that you are helping put on one of the most magnificent events on the planet. And if you have not gotten your ticket for TPCCon, go ahead and write the word TPCCon, and we're going to go ahead and get you that ticket link so you can go ahead and jump in. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you again for joining me for MasterClass tonight. I love y'all. Have a good night. Get it out of here, y'all. Good night, y'all.